Hey, what is up, awesome people? Shady Wags here with Got Your Back Gaming. Me and Tommy finally made it to the 49th day Horde attack. We both heard that this was going to be the most difficult attack that would be sent at us, and we welcome that challenge. The days leading up to the attack, we focused primarily on busting out as much ammo as possible, and we did make some minor changes to the base. We added bars around all the spotlights because last Horde attack, the zombie cops shot those lights out, and we felt like this may prevent them from shooting those lights. We also added a drawbridge, which is an item available through ValMod, because during that 42-day Horde attack, they were coming off of that ramp and then using the barbed wire as a springboard up onto the wall. And speaking of the barbed wire, we trashed all of it, especially after discovering you cannot repair the spikes behind it, and the zombies can stand up on top of the barbed wire and use it as a platform. I could see barbed wire being useful in different situations, but with our base design, it was just turning out to be much more of a nuisance than anything. We were now completely prepared, and we went even as far as discussing plans for when they made it into the base. What were we going to do? We were that sure that we were going to get hit hard this time. Well, guys, for all that build up, it was a huge letdown. I think the 42-day Horde attack gave us more issues due to the fact they hit us on that ramp side, and we had never been hit over there, so we weren't as prepared as we should have been. So yeah, this was a big disappointment, and what made it even worse is confirming that the 56-day Horde attack resets back to the beginning difficulty. So the next Horde was like 20 regular zombies. At that point, we decided to put the base and ourselves to the ultimate test. What I did was then I stopped the server, changed the difficulty to 6, which is Nightmare mode, the hardest difficulty level in the game. I put the zombies on Feral and Always Run, and then started the server back up on the 49th day. But sadly, again, it was no contest. We decimated them. Maybe even worse than before, because since they were now running, the cops would just run up into the spikes, and they were really no threat. They did break out one block because they piled up to the top on the wall, and 2 spiders did glitch through the walls, but other than that, it was just more of the same. The issue is the overhang from the wall. It's just too overpowered right now. It prevents the zombies, which have the ability to climb and jump, from ever getting near you. Then you have to take in effect being able to shoot them through the bars. They just don't have any zombies in the game right now that can defeat those tactics. So I guess to recap everything, if you don't want to fight zombies at all, mine down to bedrock and live underground. If you want to fight the zombies, really never be threatened and collect their loot, then build something similar to this base. If you want to have the experience of constantly having your base overran and having to rebuild and fighting for your life, then don't use overhangs or spikes. I know the developers are adding minor zombies and roaming bandits. Hopefully this adds to the difficulty and will force us to adopt different tactics going forward. I personally would like to see bosses added to the Horde attacks, and maybe even add them to the larger towns. I mean, could you imagine a giant hulking zombie come stomping through the dark towards your base, dragging a giant maul, which he then uses to smash down your walls in one hit? Or maybe a spider queen that spawns babies which detonate on impact. I could go on, but what other types of creatures would you guys like to see added? I would really love to hear what some of your ideas are. I guess what I'm most disappointed about is that this does not continue to get more difficult. So it really puts us in the position, do we continue on with this or not? We are obviously not going to have any challenge. We defeated the most difficult Horde on the most difficult setting with relative ease. Right now, me and Tommy are talking, and we're thinking about starting over with a set of rules that we're going to enforce upon ourselves. What those rules are right now, I don't know yet. Maybe no guns, or we can only leave the base at night. I'm not sure. So this is not going to be the end of the 7 days to die videos from me. I still have plenty more planned. And I'm still really hopeful about the future of this game. I know there's issues right now on the console versions, but the developers seem very dedicated about fixing the bugs, and there is an active modding community, so I feel like that this game is only going to get bigger and better in the future. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, I really would appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.